Hi everyone, thanks for joining us today. My name is Alyssa Huglin and I'm a reporter with Franchise Times. I'm excited to introduce today's webinar called Slice of Success, Marketing a National Brand with Local Heart, where we'll look into how Boston Pizza executed a successful Valentine's Day campaign across its 370 plus units, generating $7 million in one day while supporting local charities. Our two presenters will break down the brand's full strategy from campaign planning and creative development to empowering franchisees and ensuring consistent execution across the system. I'd first like to introduce Jenna Bull, the marketing director for Boston Pizza International. Jenna leads Boston Pizza's local marketing and community engagement efforts, fostering strong connections between the brand and communities across Canada. She focuses on creating authentic ways to amplify national campaigns, host events, and engage in local outreach with fundraising efforts that drive meaningful impact at the local level. Next, we have Christopher Brown, the Director of North America at Marvia, where he helps franchise brands discover how marketing automation can scale their operations. Christopher brings a real-world perspective to common franchise marketing challenges, working with franchise marketers from emerging brands to legacy franchises with 1,000 plus units. He's spent countless hours with franchise leaders across North America, learning what works and what doesn't. Great to have you, Christopher. Of course, a thank you to Marvia and Boston Pizza International for joining today. And with that, I'll pass it off to Christopher.
Welcome to Slice of Success, the pizza marketing series. I'm Christopher Brown from Marvia, and we created the series to share proven marketing strategies from leading franchise brands. Today, we're kicking off with an incredible story from Boston Pizza. Their Valentine's Day campaign achieved something remarkable. Over $7 million in sales in a single day while raising $600,000 for local charities across over 370 locations. And I'm thrilled today to be joined by Jenna Bull, Marketing Director for Community Engagement and Local Marketing at Boston Pizza, who's going to walk us through exactly how they did it. Jenna, thanks so much for being here. So Jenna, let's start at the beginning. What was the background of this Valentine's Day campaign and what were you trying to achieve?
Well, Valentine's Day has been a unique opportunity for Boston Pizza. For over 40 years, we've offered heart-shaped pizzas as a fun twist on the holiday, and it's really become a signature tradition for our guests and our brand. And about 10 years into offering heart-shaped pizzas, one of our franchisees, actually David and Lisa McPherson, gave birth to a son that had a life-threatening heart condition. So their staff started cutting out paper hearts by hand to sell them in hopes of raising money for heart research and, of course, to offer their support for the family. And the fundraiser was so successful that by the new year, Boston Pizzas across the country were also selling paper hearts. And happy to report, Kyle did beat the odds. He's still an active franchisee with us today alongside his brothers and his parents. And of course, paper hearts live on as well, and they make up a core part of our Valentine's Day campaign, with the other crucial piece being that heart-shaped pizzas are available on February 14th.
Well, that's a beautiful foundation for a campaign. Can you tell me how you ensured franchises felt sort of empowered by the campaign?
Historically, our campaign has always had a charitable component where a portion of the sales went to the Boston Pizza Foundation, but we've always known that community is really at the heart of Boston Pizza. And coming out of the pandemic, it became even more prevalent that communities have unique needs and challenges that really only local guests and franchisees and staff understand. So we launched a new community giving program called Looking After Local, where 100% of the funds raised through our national fundraising campaigns like Valentine's Day stay right in the communities in which those dollars were raised from, supporting charities chosen by each Boston Pizza franchisee. And we launched this 4 months before our Valentine's campaign, which really empowered our franchisees to select their charities and make a big impact in their communities.
Oh, that's great. So you're giving the franchisees the power to choose their local charities, sort of build community, but you're also managing through over 370 locations. How did you balance the sort of national consistency with the local customization needed for that kind of deployment? That's something I think a lot of franchise marketers struggle with.
Yeah, I mean, our brand has grown to over 370 locations, and the balance of national and local is really an important part of any campaign that we run. And for Valentine's Day in particular, we really want to ensure that guests have the same experience no matter which Boston Pizza they visit, but while still ensuring that our Boston Pizzas have the ability to celebrate their community. So we really try to keep things simple and focus on a few key items. We provide guardrails, but we also consider ways in which we can engage our franchisee partners to help amplify what we're doing nationally. So to ensure that we offer brand consistency, we auto ship every restaurant a turnkey kit with core campaign materials, signage, paper hearts, those sort of things. And then we also deploy digital ads to our TV and digital tent cards that are set up across all of our locations. But we also develop local amplification tools, templates that our restaurants can customize. And then, of course, we encourage our restaurants to decorate their restaurants with the purchased paper hearts. And going back to that layer of them being able to choose their charity, those are all ways in which they're able to localize the national campaign.
Oh, that's great. Let's talk about the creative approach. Boston Pizza has been around for quite a while. How did you modernize the creative for this campaign while keeping that sort of traditional brand recognition?
So our Valentine's Day campaign was unique in that it actually allowed us to offer a sneak peek at a broader brand refresh that we unveiled in June. So the brand refresh this past June was really focused on connecting us with a younger and more social generation. But of course, to your point, Chris, staying really true to that foundation that's made Boston Pizza a Canadian favorite for over 6 decades. So with Valentine's Day, we took the opportunity to update the look and feel of the campaign assets, even though most guests wouldn't have even noticed the changes. But it was the first look in which we infused our brand with sort of that fresher, more modern look, and in my opinion, a bit more of a cooler sort of look and feel.
I love that evolution. Now, storytelling seems to be at the heart of this campaign, literally with the paper heart story. How did storytelling play a role in driving both engagement and the donations for the local charities?
Yeah, I mean, personally, I love storytelling. I think it's crucial to the success of businesses. And we're pretty fortunate that with this campaign and the Paper Hearts story, it really gives us a natural narrative. So beyond that, we wanted to obviously showcase the amazing work that was being done locally and actually share it on a national scale to hopefully inspire people to take action and get curious about what charity their local Boston Pizza was supporting. So we asked our Boston Pizzas to share stories through their social accounts. We created storytelling with our in-restaurant promotional materials, and we produced and promoted a long-format YouTube series called our Looking After Local Spotlight series. And in this instance, we spotlighted our franchisee group, the Enrights, out of Winnipeg, who raised over $100,000 for their children's hospital in Manitoba.
Wow, that's fantastic. Let's take a look at that ad.
My dad, Richard, and my mom, Kim, have been involved with Boston Pizza since 1987.
It's been just marvelous to be able to work with your kids and for them to appreciate the same values that you have.
Connecting with our guests to raise both money and awareness for the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba. The Paper Heart fundraiser for us is probably the most exciting initiative of the year for our group of restaurants, and really promoting to our guests to come in and see us on Valentine's Day for your heart-shaped pizzas and your panukis. So this year we have a very monumental goal. We are hoping as a group to raise $100,000 for the Children's Hospital Foundation of Manitoba.
I like to say that the hard days make the best days possible. And I just like to hold that in me because we've been through so very many hard days where we weren't sure if he was going to make it out. And I'm just blessed to be his mom. Well, like, if you look around this place, all these red hearts that you see around Boston Pizza, every single one of those means that somebody cares, and I am eternally grateful.
Giving back to the community, I must say, is one of the things that I find the most rewarding about business.
Well, I love that. It's pretty powerful. Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of authentic storytelling that really shows the impact and brings it to life.
Yeah, and those stories are happening across the country. So it was, really moving and for me, really proud moment to be able to take that story and showcase it on a national scale.
That's great. So you've got the strategy, you've got the creative, you got the storytelling. How did you actually activate this campaign across all the different channels? What was your marketing mix?
Well, so with most national campaigns, you lead with mass media, but this situation is a little different for us because, well, heart-shaped pizzas are only available one day, and we're pretty well known for it. So we don't actually push it from a big mass media standpoint. Typically at this time of year, we're running our Pasta Tuesday all month long campaign in January, and that really drives our door through mass media. And then once the guests are in restaurant, that's when we promote Valentine's Day through the paper hearts and so forth. But this past year, we did something unique where we did produce a 15-second PSA ad for it, really knowing that, although not mandatory, many stations do voluntarily donate airtime for PSAs as part of their community service commitments. So we worked with our agency Mechanism to produce an ad, and then our media buying agency helped us distribute the ad. And we've produced it in a way that we can easily update the ad and run it year after year, because it really will have longevity, again, due to the fact that it's not going to have mass airtime, but we'll take any free advertising spots we can get. And then beyond that, for an external mix, we had a national digital and social media buy. And of course, we leveraged our own channels like email and national social media as well.
Wow. Let's take a look at that PSA.
At Boston Pizza, giving back to our communities is at the heart of everything we do. Join us before February 17th as we share the love with charities in over 370 communities across Canada. That's how we're looking after local at Boston Pizza.
Wow, beautiful. And beyond broadcast, how did you activate this at the restaurant level? Because this is very local and community oriented. So how did you activate it at the individual local level?
Yeah, so in restaurant, our promotional materials and digital touch points are used to promote it within the four walls. And then we encourage our BPs, as I mentioned before, to decorate their restaurants using the paper hearts. And that really helps to be a conversation starter and drive awareness. And then it's up to our staff to educate our guests as to which charities they've chosen to partner with. And beyond that, local advertising is key. I mean, many of our Boston Pizzas leverage things like road signs, and our top performing locations are really good at getting out into the community with public outreach with their teams and local businesses, and even dropping pizzas off at local radio stations to help spread the word.
Excellent. And I think that this is where a lot of our viewers will really lean in. What kind of local marketing tools and or resources did you actually provide to the franchisees to make this work for them and work for you as a brand?
Yeah, well, for every campaign, we try to build on what we're providing for local marketing, taking recommendations from our franchisee network and partner. And for this campaign, we created a lot of customizable assets on our marketing resource center, powered by you guys, Chris, at Marvia. And within that, we also had social media content. We produced local advertising materials like road signs, flyers, radio scripts, press release templates, and really just tried to think of any tool that our restaurants could use to help get the word out in their community and make those customizable through our marketing resource center.
That's great. Tools are great and they're very powerful, but as you know, tools are only as good as the adoption. And what other tactics did you use to actually, engage the franchisees and their teams and enable them to utilize the tools most effectively?
So for campaigns, we also find a lot of success in obviously leaning hard on our training with staff and restaurant managers. I mean, they are going to be the ones who spread word of mouth marketing within our four walls and outside the four walls, which is great. So we really leaned into storytelling and produced peer-to-peer training videos. Then we layer on incentives for staff and restaurants, and we also encourage our local franchisees to add their own incentives for staff. Beyond that, we, of course, are very active with our communication to restaurants, ensuring that we're offering tips and ways to keep staff engaged over the 6-7 week campaign, and offering ideas on how they can promote locally.
Excellent. So you're not just giving them the tools, you're also training them and incentivizing them to participate. I think that, that makes a huge difference. All right, so let's talk results. We mentioned $7 million in sales on February 14th at the top, but can you walk us through sort of the big picture and what metrics you can share with us?
Yeah, well, luckily we are a publicly traded company, so everything is publicly released, and I can share our exciting results with you. So as you mentioned, Chris, we did achieve over $7 million in sales with our heart-shaped pizzas leading the way. It was the highest single sales day of national sales in our brand's history, so a pretty remarkable day for us. And then beyond that, our local Boston Pizzas did an outstanding job raising and donating over $600,000 for local charities across Canada through our Boston Pizza Foundation and the Valentine's Day campaign. So as you can imagine, we were very excited about these results. It's going to be hard to beat, but we do hope that we're going to break this record this coming Valentine's Day.
That's really incredible. So as a marketing leader and you look back at the campaign, you're always trying to take lessons and apply them to future initiatives. What lessons did you learn from this campaign to take in and actually improve future campaigns?
Yeah, so for me, it's really about the importance of empowering our network. I mean, with national campaigns, it's really important to leave room for creativity, customization, and amplification. I mean, our franchisees buy into our brand because they believe in it and they want to take part in what we're doing. And so for me, it's really giving the space to trust our franchisees and the network and ensure that we give them space to bring fresh ideas, and they'll be more likely to invest themselves. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's really about getting more restaurants actively engaged in our national campaigns, and that's through empowering them with the right tools. And in this case, a big one for us is ensuring that they can choose the local charities and causes that they're most passionate about.
That's great. So even after a record-breaking day, you're thinking about how you can raise the bar for next time.
Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely want to try to beat our record and try to surpass our 7 million in sales this coming Valentine's Day.
So Jenna, as we wrap up, I wanted to ask you this. What advice would you give to other franchise marketers who are looking to, do a better job localizing their national campaigns, but might be hesitant to give franchisees that much flexibility and control?
Yeah, I think the advice I'd give is to engage your network and find ways to set them up for success. I mean, we definitely look for ways to put guardrails up, but more importantly, we spend time focusing on developing the tools that encourage them to amplify what we're doing nationally.
That's excellent. So Jenna, this has been incredibly valuable. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. I hope it was insightful for everyone. I know I had a great time sharing the story. And a little plug, if you find yourself near a Boston Pizza in Canada for Valentine's Day next year, please come in and enjoy a heart-shaped pizza and support a local cause. That's
great. I'd also like to thank our partner, Franchise Times, for making this today's webinar possible. And to everyone watching, this is the first episode of Slice of Success. We'll be bringing you more proven strategies from leading franchise brands. If you want to learn more about what we do at Marvia or have an interesting success story you want to share, please reach out or just check on our website at getmarvia.com. Thank you very much for watching.
All right, wonderful. That ends our discussion for today. With that, I want to again thank Jenna and Christopher for joining us. And of course, a thank you to our audience for watching. You can rewatch this panel at franchisetimes.com.